So this is hard to say because when you're wrong, you got to admit you're wrong. And I've been part of MAGA for many years. And it's just, I really didn't realize what I was getting into. And right now I'm saying I am leaving MAGA. I am not a part of MAGA anymore. After I've seen what Trump is capable of, I am 100% ultra MAGA! Fight, fight, fight!
Isn't that an absolutely awesome intro clip? When I found that clip, I knew I had to use it for this video. Guys, welcome back to part 2. I'm hoping that you guys enjoyed the first part of this little mini series that I'm doing here. I really appreciate all the kind comments you guys left, all the positive comments. Like, I didn't know how people were going to react really to this style of a video, or the interest. I didn't really know how much interest it would really hold. And man, yeah, you guys are really active in the comments, and I guess you guys really were digging that first video. I'm really quite confident that you guys are going to enjoy this one quite a bit more. It's actually more in depth. What we're focusing on is the main video that's going around between all the liberals, with their big bad proof that everybody wants to leave MAGA. Let's just get right into it.
Hashtag leaving MAGA is now becoming a trend, but...
No, it's not. You made that up. And if it is a trend on any social media network, liberals have done it. No conservative is mad about anything going on right now.
But see, I'm confused because we've been telling you motherfuckers for the past couple months,
Telling us what? See, this is the problem with liberals, right? When they lose, they just go apeshit. They go crazy. They just say random bullshit. They act like they know everything. You lost. We won. We're not mad. Everything Trump's doing, we want done. I don't know how this is confusing to y'all. I don't know who told y'all that it's not that way. But you're making it up. This is that alternative universe y'all live in sometimes. We're happy. Why can't you just go away?
So there's a trend going around on TikTok now, leaving MAGA. It doesn't surprise me, but people are starting to realize that, we might have made a mistake. I think we made a mistake. So search hashtag leaving MAGA and you'll just find tons of videos of people who are regretting their decision. People have been telling you since the start, this guy's no good, like don't listen to this guy, and you kept listening to him, and now he's in. And I understand you regret it and you're leaving MAGA, but you might want to look at like the playbook of how tyrants take over countries with total control. But yeah, I searched the hashtag leaving MAGA. It's interesting to see.
Okay, so when I first started this little journey, this is the first guy I bumped into. I just simply went on TikTok. I started off on TikTok and I just typed in leaving space MAGA. And this guy's video came up very shortly after, and he said, hey, search up hashtag leaving MAGA all together, and you're going to come across all sorts of videos. I'm like, all right, I'll take this guy's advice, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. I did come across all sorts of videos, but they were pretty much all the same videos over and over and over. There wasn't this big, massive, wide selection of videos as he makes it sound to be. Absolutely not. Again, as I stated yesterday and showed you guys yesterday, there's a lot of videos of people that are watching a video, but you're not actually getting to see what's on their screen, and they're just reacting to it and telling you, yeah, you guys really messed up. But obviously I did come across some stuff, so it led me to the main video. I'm going to show that to you guys right now. Check this out.
I was a dumbass, voted for Trump. It was the worst decision I ever made.
I've seen the light, and I got out of MAGA. A lot of us there have seen the light. We have deep regrets.
I feel guilty because I voted for Trump twice. I feel very guilty because I feel responsible. That's why he's still running.
I was with Trump for 9 straight years. I'm disappointed. I'm very disappointed in Trump right now. I'm no longer rocking with Trump.
I used to be a MAGA Republican, and now I've turned blue. And it makes me emotional to know that I ever fucking stood by idly and blind and let that shit happen.
Because know that I have been a Trump supporter, and I can no longer say that I am MAGA. And
I regret my vote for Trump.
I voted for Trump. I'm done. I have I don't have any more resilience in me.
So that right there is the 1 minute long viral video that's literally went crazy viral. Chances are some of you guys have probably already come across this video, or at least you've seen the thumbnail for it if you guys are on X, or if you guys are ever on TikTok. It's pretty much all over the place. It consists of 8 individuals, and what they're trying to convince you of here is that they had just voted for Trump in the 2024 election, and within 10 to 14 days, they all drastically regret their vote because they had no idea that Trump's going to do everything that he's doing now. So that's what we're sitting here to try and debunk right now. 8 individuals. I was not able to track down the 8th girl, the very, very last girl at the end of the video with freckles. Couldn't find her anywhere. I tried keyword after keyword after keyword, and I just couldn't find her. But the other 7, yeah, I found them. Took some effort, but I found them. So out of the 7 individuals that I was able to track down, some of them were easy to debunk. The other ones were pretty tough to debunk. We're going to go through them one by one. I'm going to give you guys just a quick refresher of what they said in the main video. Then we're going to go through the content that I found. So here's that quick refresher of the first guy.
I was a dumbass, voted for Trump. It was the worst decision I ever made.
Now let's see what he had to say.
I don't like what I'm seeing at all. And it's only been, what, 9 days, 10? It's today, the 2nd. You know, for now, me and my wife can afford things. And I know prices are going to go double on everything, if not triple. You know, according to a source, the guy I follow, the government looks like it might be shutting down. That's going to stop a lot of benefits for people. I know I keep making videos after video. I shouldn't. But there's so much that Trump's doing in his cabinet. It's just going light speed. I mean, very fast. So fast it ain't funny. Can't keep up with this stuff. And you can't make this stuff up. I'm pissed. I am, believe me, at what I'm seeing right now. Elon Musk looking at classified files or whatever. That's not right. That's not right. And the tariffs, and he's pissing off Canada, which I don't blame him, and then Mexico. She made a deal with him. It worked. He bullied his way with Mexico. I didn't like to see that. I see the stock market's crashing. It's going to get bad, guys. Bad. And I know I contributed to it. Now that I'm sorry for. Maybe I'm wrong. Does it seem like Trump is kind of handing over America to Putin? That sounds extreme. It sounds crazy. Sounds unbelievable. I'm beginning to wonder. He did have the Russians in the Oval Office, didn't he? And he is buddies with Putin. I'd like you all to share this video. Make it go viral. I pray that President Trump will see this. Dear Mr. President Trump, I know who you are. You're nothing but lawlessness. You're a liar, a cheat, a murderer. You were that way from the beginning.
So to start off, this guy was a little tough to track down. I had to really search all over X, actually, to try and find the original TikTok clip, to try and get his username so I can actually make it to his TikTok page. So I did find the original clip. His username was KenPriceII0. Typed it in on TikTok. Nothing was found. I couldn't find, it didn't make sense. So, well, to me, it kind of made sense. I knew that either he switched his username or he closed his page. So I hit Google real quick, typed in his username, looked under videos, found a different username for him, which was KenP41066. And boom, jumped on his page. His very first video, at least on this page, I don't know if he's erased previous videos or if he started off a new profile for this one, was on February 2nd. And from that date forward until 2 days ago, the day before yesterday, he had about 25 videos, all about Trump. Real quick ones. 30 seconds, 15 seconds, 1 minute long. Now, right off the bat, what I find a little unconvincing about him is, keep in mind, he was just a Trump supporter, apparently a Trump supporter, until like the beginning of the month or the end of last month. First thing he's saying is, I don't know if my wife and I are going to be able to afford things. We'll be okay for now. I know things are going to be 2 times higher, 3 times higher. You really going to place a vote for somebody and then all of a sudden 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, think that all of a sudden that he can't run the economy, but that's what you voted for? Another tell where he looks a little bit inexperienced when it comes to being dishonest with people is how he calls himself out, talking about, I know I'm just making video after video after video and I shouldn't, but all this stuff that Trump is doing at like light speed. And whenever somebody says you can't make this stuff up, they're trying to convince you of BS. Then another tell is when he claims that he's pissed. Oh yeah, I'm really mad. What I'm really mad about here is Elon Musk. The way how he words it. Looking at classified files or whatever. First of all, Trump ran on that. He stated clearly, everybody knew that voted for him, that Elon Musk was going to be auditing the government, meaning he was going to be looking into, obviously, very important, classified, whatever, information at the Treasury. And he's acting like, hey, I didn't know he was going to be doing that. I don't really like that. Trump also ran on tariffs. He said tariffs are a beautiful word. This guy's, hey, what he's doing to Canada, what he's doing to Mexico, he's bullying them. That's not really fair. Well, if you're truly America first, or any country first, you're going to be looking out for your country first. And yes, I'm Canadian, but is Canada taking advantage of the United States when it comes to $200 billion a year being sent to them? I would say probably just a little bit. Can Canada have closed up their borders a little tight? Yes, they definitely could have, and the same thing with Mexico. This guy, again, is either playing dumb or doesn't really know the facts. Doesn't sound much like a Trump supporter to me. Now you can see that he's gaslighting. Oh, the stock market's going to crash. It's going to get bad, guys. It's going to get really bad. Hey, maybe I'm wrong, but does it seem like Trump is handing over America to Putin? Ah, he's buddy-buddy with Putin. We've always known he is. And then he puts the cherry on the cake with absolute gaslighting in that last clip. This was comprised of 8 different clips I was able to get off his channel. Excuse me. Lawlessness, you're a thief, you're a crook, you're a murderer. You've always been this way. Okay, so he seems to have so much knowledge about how bad of a person Trump was. Why would he have apparently voted for him? To me, there's no actual irrefutable proof that we can debunk this guy and say, hey, nah, he didn't vote for Trump. But you can kind of feel it. He feels very disingenuous. He feels fake. He doesn't feel authentic at all. There's not enough passion, not enough emotion, not enough anger. Yet there's just gaslighting, gaslighting, gaslighting. What does that remind us of? A liberal. Absolutely 100% reminds me of a liberal. Now, as I said, his username most recently was KenP41066. I went to go check his page yesterday to see, hey, has he put up any other new videos? At this point, I've already grabbed 8 of his videos, and as I said, he had like 25 or 30 of them. His page is gone. He's no longer on TikTok. He's just disappeared. So he's nowhere to be found. If you type in Ken Price, good luck. You're not going to find that anywhere. There's like 4,000 Ken Prices that show up instantly on Google, and none of them are him. Any video search you do under, you're just going to find that original video that I showed you. So if you are truly proud and standing behind your word, why would you disappear? To me, it sounds more or less like he was running with a bunch of lies, getting a lot of attention because his video went viral. And he probably couldn't handle all the attention of the comments that were being thrown at him, because there was people in there that were, when I see in the comments, some sympathizing with him, some calling him out completely on BS, and other liberals saying, good for you, this is what you deserve. A lot of negative energy is being thrown at him, and I don't think he was able to take it. I guess, I don't know how that works on TikTok, because I don't actually use a TikTok page. I just, use it for other videos. I don't know if you can like put your page in the background, hide it, whatever, or if he literally just deactivated his account and he's gone, but he's nowhere to be found. So moving on from him, I'm going to count him as a debunk. I feel like he is fake as hell. This next individual, she's a fun one, and I really did a lot of digging in on her. Here's another refresher for you before we get into her videos that I found.
I've seen the light, and I got out of MAGA. A lot of us there have seen the light. We have deep regrets.
Okay, so once again, after a little bit of searching, I actually found her original video that clip is taken from. It was a little bit lengthy, so I trimmed off fat. I did cut it up quite a bit, but I didn't take out anything that was essential. I just left enough where you can actually see what she's talking about, if she did indeed vote for Trump in this election. And so you can feel her out what type of a person that she is.
This is also kind of a confessional video of sorts, because I'm former MAGA. I voted for Trump 2016 and 2020. And so I did vote, for Harris this time. I've seen the light, and I got out of MAGA. Sometimes I do struggle with guilt over doing what I did. Sometimes I hate myself for voting against my interests and the interests of my neighbors. If you ever come across somebody who is former MAGA, just have some grace for us, please. But I just want you all to know, I'm sorry. I see things now. I see them clearly. I miss Biden already. I miss sanity already. And it hasn't even been a week into this administration. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much.
Okay, so you can see pretty quick and early on that it's debunked. She stated that she voted for Harris this time. I was just going to let it go there. Then I noticed at the end of the video, I miss Biden already. Okay, who the hell's going to miss Biden? Who's in their right mind? I looked up at the top of her profile page in TikTok, and she has she, her pronouns. So to me, that was already like, okay, a little bit of a red alarm. Let me scroll down a little farther and see what else I find on her page. So here's a few things that she had posted up over the previous couple years before that video. Tell me if any of this at all, Taylor Swift. I guess some other people are allowed to like Taylor Swift, but, Mark Ruffalo with Project 2025. And I left the comments in the bottom of these little pictures here so you guys can actually see the dates and look at the tags. For me on my screen right now, it's a little bit small, but I know one of them, this is another thing I found fishy. One of the tags say Kamala Harris 2020. I found that a little bit odd. And okay, a picture of her with her cat. It's a really cute cat. I'm definitely going to say that. But we all know what she's doing with the whole childless cat lady thing. She's playing Team Liberal against Team Republican. And then we have, some gay pride stuff. A little bit more gay pride stuff. Some Juneteenth stuff. And then look here. Back in 2021, this was the absolute oldest thing I was able to find from her anywhere online. I believe, again, the writing's pretty small here. I believe that was in March of 21. If you look at that little paper behind that Krispy Kreme's donut bag, she's showing you a way that you can get yourself a nice free donut. So that's really, really sweet of her. So to me, this does not look like anybody who was ever actually MAGA. And I'll explain why. Now, there is certain people that don't vote for the party, they vote for the individual. And in 2016, there's a possibility that maybe, she did actually vote for Trump. I mean, most people in their right mind would probably take Trump over Hillary Clinton, right? Hillary Clinton's a little bit of a crazy witch. So some people, even that were Democrats in the past, may have said, hey, let's give this Trump guy a shot and see what happens. There's always that possibility. So you can change your vote and decide to vote if you're a Republican and say, okay, I'm going to vote for a Democrat this time around because it looks like they really have the better candidate. This guy really looks honest. But if somebody's going to say, hey, I'm no longer Republican, does that mean they switch all of their ideologies and beliefs as well? I have one more quick video of her to show you guys. Check this out.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen and gentlemen. Mother's Day 2022. It's all pretty reckless. What's going on? It's really reckless. Because they're doing this. They're trying to ban abortion in America, pretty much. And for years, I did take the pro-life stance and, wholeheartedly believed all of that. But the older I get and the more that I learn, I just realize, I have no business getting in on anybody's bodies like that. It makes no difference to me. It doesn't make any difference to my life whether or not somebody decides to go get an abortion. So why should I limit somebody's ability to get something safe and effective if they do decide to do that?
So again, if you grew up conservative your whole life, I'm just assuming that that's what she's going with here, with her little sympathetic apology for being a Republican at the time video. Are you really going to change all of your views and your whole ideology, especially on one of the strongest things that a conservative stands on, which is pro-life? But you know what? I'm not going to vote for Trump anymore. So you know what? Abortions are cool now. I'm going to attend gay pride parades. And, well, again, Taylor Swift is a personal choice, and there's nothing wrong with cats. I like cats a lot, but we all know why she put that picture up. It just seems to me, it screams to me that she was never a Republican in her life. Maybe she did vote for Trump in 2016. Maybe she did. Again, Trump was obviously the better choice over Hillary Clinton. But she obviously always had that liberal ideology and, well, what I like to call more or less a mental illness. I'm going to call it here that we're 2 for 2 out of the 7 individuals that we have coming up that we are looking into tonight. 5 more to go. They get a little bit quicker from here, guys. This one's a heck of a lot easier to debunk. Here's a refresher.
I feel guilty because I voted for Trump twice. I feel very guilty because I feel responsible. That's why he's still running.
All right, now this one's an interesting one. Check this out.
Hey everyone, Anna Braga here. It's been a minute. I wanted to address something. There are some videos going viral of people who left MAGA, leaving MAGA hashtag, right? There's only one thing I have a problem with. They're putting my videos as if I just left MAGA. No, honey. I left MAGA early 2023. Don't get it twisted. You want to use my image. You saw the whole video, but you cut it to fit your narrative. So you have one more person to add that is leaving MAGA for whatever reason you want to do. Don't do that. I didn't give you permission, and you're lying. I left early 2023 and I voted for Kamala Harris. I went to her rallies. I went to see Obama. I went to see Clinton speak. Listen. Stop.
All right, so despite the fact that she actually legit did leave MAGA, she said it herself. She left MAGA in early 2023. So she pretty much did all the work for me there. I was actually lucky to find her clip. I came across her clip by chance. I downloaded it, and then I was still trying to find her. I wasn't aware it was the same girl until I really went looking again. I'm like, wait a second. I came across this clip I just showed you guys again. I'm like, holy crap, that's her. And she totally did the work for me. So we're 3 for 3. Let's move on to the next one. Here's a refresher.
I was with Trump for 9 straight years. I'm disappointed. I'm very disappointed in Trump right now. I'm no longer rocking with Trump.
And now I do have his entire, that entire clip that it came from. So let's check it out and see what he had to say. We're going to find this one a bit of a weird one. I'll tell you guys why after when we come back from the clip.
Man, I can't believe I have to say this, but I'm no longer rocking with Trump. Dude, I was the first Gen Zer to support Trump. I definitely preferred him in 2016 and to some degree 2020. I was with Trump for 9 straight years, 2016 to today. I didn't vote for him in 2024. Actually, thank God. But what happened between me and the employee who told me about the new policy change for giving free water, man. Yo, can I get a free water? Can I get water, please?
I can't give you a water without a virgin fan. It's a new policy.
Wait. Oh, the policy changed?
It changed last week. I'm sorry.
Is it the law? Or, I said, is it? I thought it was a law for restaurants to give free water.
I don't believe that's a law. If it is, we're not technically.
I was told that. Great. Have a great one. I'm disappointed. I'm very disappointed in Trump right now. We would have been way better off with JD Vance or Butch Ware or Candace Owens, but we got Trump, and we know Trump for who he is. He's a corporate shill. He's imposed tariffs. That's not a conservative move. That's not even a nationalist or imperialist move. That's worse than imperialist. It's a feudalist neocon move. And Trump, I hope you know better. I should have boycotted Starbucks in October of 2023, but I didn't because I was stupid as hell.
Okay, so that clip can seem a little confusing, but again, there's a few things about it. Again, remember, they're trying to give you the impression that these are people that all voted for Trump this year and then regret it 10, 15, whatever, 20 days later. This guy just stated, and this is what kind of doesn't make sense, I was with Trump until today. But no, I didn't vote for him in 2024, thank God. So he's claiming that he voted for Kamala Harris, or maybe he just didn't vote, for all we know there. But I don't know if you guys caught that. That's why I threw that scene of him going to the Starbucks to ask for water. That's his reason. That's his reason that he claims why he's no longer rocking with Trump. Because water is no longer obligated for restaurants to give out to people for free. A little odd, right? So after looking into this guy a little bit more, it turns out, and after you watch a few of his videos, you can see it, he's a little special. So I'm not going to pick on this individual at all. I've seen in the comments people say, hey, I have autism too, and this and that. It's friendly conversation that they're having with him. So he's got autism of some sort. If he found not being able to get free water at a restaurant is reason to leave MAGA, well, that's, his choice. But either way, for this video, that puts us as 4 for 4. So let's move on to the next one. And here's another refresher for you guys.
I used to be a MAGA Republican, and now I've turned blue. And it makes me emotional to know that I ever fucking stood by idly and blind and let that shit happen.
Okay, so right off the bat, just off that clip already, gigantic glasses, crazy look in her eyes, and anybody that calls MAGA, MAGA. Do you guys know anybody who's a Trumper that calls MAGA, MAGA? She's a piece of work. Her original clip was 6 minutes long. I had to trim a lot of fat out of this, but again, I took nothing to try and make anything look anyway. She's going to do this all for herself. I was able to trim off about 3.5 minutes of her clip. So you guys have about 2.5 minutes coming at you here, but it's worth every second of it. This screams liberal. Check this out.
Okay, so I'm going to talk to you today about how I used to be a MAGA Republican and now I've turned blue. 2008, I voted for Barack Obama. I was considered a Democrat. I was a registered Democrat. And then 2016 rolled around and Trump came around, and let's just say I got lost in the sauce. If I'm being fair, I'm not a huge Hillary Clinton fan. And some of the stuff that she did, I found absolutely kind of shady. Now, let me preface by saying I've always been pro women's rights and I've always been pro LGBTQ community. Period. End of story. That has never been an issue for me whatsoever, even when I was MAGA. I believe in gay marriage. I believe in the trans community. I believe, obviously, women's right to choose. But, I kept my mouth shut with MAGA because I was like, oh, it's okay. It's okay. There's other things that I fall in line with when it comes to his policies. Really, fast forward, he has no fucking policies. But I didn't know that. 2020 rolled around, and I voted for him again. And then January 6th happened. And when January 6th happened, I was fucking done. I couldn't stand by it and do it. And then Roe versus Wade happened and even more shit started coming out. And I was like, fuck this guy. He's an absolute piece of shit. I do not see myself ever going back to Republican because my views simply just don't align with them at all. I'm not religious. I don't believe in God. I'm not buying this whole fucking border issue. I understand immigration control, but I'm exactly where it should be, a bipartisan bill that Biden and Harris created. Everything that I believe in into my core does not align with the Republican Party. And it makes me emotional to know that I ever fucking stood by idly and blind and let that shit happen, because it makes me sick to know that I voted for that fucking rapist criminal for 2 terms. It like made me sick. And I never got on the I hate Joe Biden train. I never really got behind it. And I just did my fucking research. After January 6th, the conspiracy started more. I started realizing what he was. And then Roe versus Wade happened, overturned. And I was like, I'm fucking done. How he's fucking disparaged our veterans, shit all over them. How he's treated women, abusing women, being liable for raping a woman and multiple others. Like, I can't get behind somebody like that. I am voting for my future, for my children's future. I'm done with this whole bullshit of, everybody's coming across the borders, things are more expensive, da-da-da-da-da. I'm done with tampons in the bathroom. I'm done with that shit. It's so fucking stupid. I won't even argue with you people anymore, because that's what you are, is just a bunch of belligerent idiots. Right now, we need to focus on our democracy, women getting their fucking rights back. We need to focus on the LGBTQ community being able to have equal rights. We need to take care of the people that are in this country, and asylum seekers that are coming from other countries, we need to take care of as well, period, end of story. That's why I'm voting blue. I will never go back to being a Republican again. So that's my story. If you have any questions, let me know.
All right, I'm just going to leave her picture up here for a second. That's a pretty good freeze frame of her. And it screams that she's absolutely a far left nut. Every single thing that she said does not align with being a Republican in any way whatsoever. So I don't think she was ever MAGA, as she calls it. There is a possibility, again, like with the Hillary Clinton thing, maybe in 2016, she did vote for Trump because of Hillary. Maybe she chose that. But with all of her beliefs, everything that she was standing by there, she thinks that, we have to only fight, again, for women's rights. No disrespect to you women. You guys do deserve your rights, but that was the #1 fighting point. And we all know what they mean when they're saying women's rights. They're talking about the reproductive health, whatever. They like to call it those nice wrapped in a bow words. LGBTQ rights, they do have rights. LGBTQ community does have rights. They're equal human beings. LGBTQ community was trying to push to have more rights than normal people. At least that's how it felt, and that's how it looked to me. Again, YouTube, in my opinion. Then, when it comes to immigration, she's making fun of the border. Oh, this now we gotta block up the border. Like, really? There's American citizens that have been murdered by illegal criminals, and she has the nerve to make fun of it, and then backs that it's really important that we take care of people from other countries that are claiming asylum. No questions asked. She is a far left liberal nut. She may have voted for Trump once, if maybe. That's a big maybe. This girl was never MAGA, or MAGA, as she puts it. We're going to put that one in the books. She's debunked.
Know that I have been a Trump supporter, and I can no longer say that I am MAGA.
All right, guys, this one's a little bit of a fun one here. We're going to check this out, and we'll talk about it after the clip is done.
I don't think that I've been this nervous before making a video in a very long time. So if you've been following me for a while, or if you just started following me, you know that I have been a Trump supporter, and I have been a huge advocate of making America great. So I have worn my MAGA hat proudly, but officially, I can no longer say that I am MAGA. And I'll go ahead and explain why. I got a little hat hair here. I'll go ahead and explain why I can no longer say that I am MAGA. And hear me out. Seriously, hear me out, especially if you've been following me for a while, and understand I've been paying attention to a lot of different things. And if you have specific questions about why I say that I can no longer be Make America Great Again, go ahead and put those. But really, I've been watching Kamala for a while now, Tim Walz, some of the things that they've been saying and some of the things that they've been pushing. And I've been listening to Trump, watching the behavior at a lot of the rallies. And we're down to the wire here now. And I feel like based off of principles and values, the reason why I could no longer be simply Make America Great is because of this. Hold on a second. After everything that I have seen going around, I went from just being MAGA and now I have to be ultra MAGA because there is no way that I'm going to allow Kamala, Scamala, Mamala, Dramala be president. Nope. I am so ready for a shift. I am no longer MAGA. From now on, when you see me, address me as ultra MAGA or don't address me at all. Okay?
Absolute deception of these liberals when it comes to these hashtag leaving MAGA videos. Just think, the person who downloaded that clip said, hey, I can make it look like she's leaving, and cut out all sorts of crap. When we know damn well, after seeing that clip, there was much more of that clip still after, but I figured, once she shows the hat and calling herself Ultra MAGA, we can cut it there. It was already long enough as it was. But the creator who's been putting this video together, and he's got another one that he put out just 2 days ago also. His TikTok is called Hispanic TikTok or Hispanics TikTok. And this guy, one thing I'll give to him is he knows how to make a video go viral. They're all over the place. And he's in the comments when people are saying, hey, I've never seen any of these type of videos. Oh, boom, here, go look at this video. Somehow he's there and directing them to go see his video. But he's obviously a deceptive, I don't even know if I'll call him a content creator. But that one obviously debunked itself. So at this point right now, out of the 7 individuals, we're 6 for 6.
I regret my vote for Trump.
Pretty short and sweet. At this point, I guess you can predict that it's going to be pretty obvious what we have coming towards us. So let's get right into it.
I regret my vote for Trump. A lot of promises were made and a lot of promises were not kept. Now I know. It's only been a week. It's literally Monday morning, start of week 2. It's 7:30 in the morning. I'm just getting home from work. I was promised that I wouldn't have to work anymore. That I could be home, not even own my own clothes, wear this gigantic robe, while I was assigned this husband who would give me a good wienering every day. And I would spend most of my time in the kitchen, with a bountiful amount of cold cuts and bread. That was the first promise. The second one was camp. I never went to sleepaway camp as a child. And I was so excited to be with like-minded people at this conservative conversion camp. I didn't picture it to be like the Parent Trap. I was thinking more of Squid Games. I would also be single at camp. My marriage was supposed to be null and void on January 20th. A free divorce. I was completely fooled. Project 2025 is not happening. That's what I voted for. And I'm also kind of pre-upset at conservatives and liberals alike. Because there are some people who will only listen to the first 3 seconds of this video and fire up the comments. Here's a tip. We listen before we judge. Can't wait to see all the reposts on this one.
So, obviously it was a spoof video. Really hats off to her. She even called it. It's like she started off her video that way on purposely knowing that somebody was going to clip it. So the liberals truly are, as we've known, a bunch of deceptive schmucks. They know damn well that they're putting up bullshit videos, that there's no Trump supporters, maybe the odd one here and there that might be a little ticked off about what Trump is doing. Some people, don't really educate themselves thoroughly before they vote. Maybe some people weren't aware of some of his policies he was going to be doing, but still, I've only seen one. Again, I've only seen one authentic clip, somebody who actually regrets their vote. And funny thing is, from pulling up all these clips with all the different keywords I've used, I didn't come across that clip again. I may have downloaded it, but I didn't come across it again. That's a little funny, but it shows you how things get lost in the shuffle. So, we pretty much completely debunked this whole viral video of theirs that went out. And I mean, this video has got a lot of views. It's all over the place. Just go on any social media platform and type in leaving MAGA, MAGA regret is another one. FAFO 2025 or FAFO season, it's all over the place. But debunked. Nobody else that I've seen has really done this yet. People have called bullshit on it. Not going to deny that. I mean, you see some clips that actually show that they're calling BS on it. But I think it was actually worth the time of digging into it. And it was a lot of fun to do. As I mentioned in a previous video, several videos ago, I kind of have a little bit of fun doing stuff like this. I make it like a little pet project, and I think this one turned out pretty decent. I'm not the type to ever ask you guys to share my videos, but if you guys can, if you come across that video online, their main video trying to claim that MAGA's leaving, share this video. Try and drive some traffic here. It's not just so I can get the views. That'll just be a bonus, yay. The more people that we can shed some light on with this, the better. The more liberals that we can piss off with this, the better. And even speaking of liberals, the last video I put up, guys, the one with, you know, the girl who lives all over the place and whatnot, part 1 to this video. As usual, there was a couple dislikes that came in the video. No, you're gonna have dislikes. That's the nature of the game here. But how can a liberal come into that last video and give it a thumbs down when I just proved to them that it's bullshit? Are they pouting? At least, libs, if you're going to come into my videos and leave a thumbs down, open up your mouth and say something in the comments. At least defend yourself. It's just kind of ridiculous. It looks kind of bad at this point. But again, it's not like I really care. It's only a couple thumbs down. I just find it funny when it's irrefutable evidence that you guys are telling bullshit. You actually have the nerve to come into a video and say, hey, you called us out. That's kind of funny. Guys, I do have one more clip for you. It's, again, we're going to look at it like a palate cleanser to wash away all the liberalism that we just went through. Like, comment, subscribe if you guys are new. I will be back, hopefully before the weekend, with another Liberal Meltdown video for you guys. By Saturday, the latest, as Friday is Valentine's Day. And got to keep the wife happy. So I'm going to try and get a video up before then. If not, you guys will have your next video by Saturday. See you guys soon.
Are y'all really this pathetic? You really are trying to make leaving MAGA a thing, as if anybody's really leaving MAGA? Listen, it's like such sore losers that you all are trying so hard to make somebody regret voting for Donald Trump. Let me tell you something. I don't know not one person who regretted voting for Donald Trump, okay? I know a lot of people that regret voting for Kamala Harris. To be honest, some of these people are even celebrities. Charlamagne, Stephen A. Smith even say he felt like a fool voting for Kamala Harris. But why are y'all trying so hard to make leaving MAGA really a thing? Y'all are so desperate. It looks such a pathetic attempt that you all just breaking everything up, pulling anything out of your ass. Like nothing is working for y'all. It's just a complete embarrassment. And wish y'all would just realize it, that nobody regret voting for Donald Trump. The reason why we can tell you the reason why we voted for Donald Trump. Because what he campaigned on, and exactly what Donald Trump is doing is exactly what he campaigned on. We're happy. We're cheering for it. But can nobody that actually voted for Kamala Harris tell me why they voted for Kamala Harris without mentioning Donald Trump's name? So it makes it, we're happy, we're cheering. There's no such thing as a hashtag leaving MAGA since it's supposed to be trending now. I don't know why y'all keep making up this nonsense. You lost. Accept it. Leave us alone. We're having a blast. We're celebrating. We have not stopped celebrating.